Give me a D and a G. It's the Dunga Show. It's the Dunga Show.
Welcome to the Dog and Gus Show.
Now on Be Kind Radio.
Absolument.
What do we got going on, dog?
We're going to talk with Moondog, lead singer of Rising Flame.
Nice. What's up, Moondog?
Not much, guys. How you doing?
So, Moondog, what was the first song that you guys put together? You said, okay, this is us.
Okay, so the first song we did is my original Unsaid Politics, which is on all streaming platforms. Being somebody who has been impacted by war and violence and current trending topics, I knew that I had to write something because I was breaking apart inside for the other people around the world who are suffering. So Unsaid Politics really came together when we started playing. I wrote the chords like on my acoustic and then brought it to the band, and I was like, guys, like I feel so useless in this world. We got to make this happen. Like let's make this power. Let's make this new song. And it just came out like really raw, and like there was just like a really natural feel to it and a really natural feel of like purpose. So that first song, Unsaid Politics, like I think it put something within us that made us realize like this is our message. Our message is to change the world, and this song really reflects that.
That's a good answer. What challenge did you face trying to get momentum?
Honestly, I can't complain. Like I think in terms of momentum, like we are all really into it and we're all very focused and we all really respect each other as well. I do like to take the lead when it comes to finalizing everything so that I can just create the sound that Rising Flame particularly stands for. But in terms of momentum, like everybody gave it to their all. There was never an issue of like, oh, you're lacking here or this sucks. Like we just wanted to be the best piece of art to bring out so people could hear.
Nice.
How important was the local scene, or is the local scene in helping you guys grow as a band?
The local scene is everything. I think for some people, they're like, okay, I'm going to start by playing covers, and then I'm going to go start playing open mics, and then I'm going to go playing local bars, and then I'm going to go and play stadiums. And then for me, I was like, you know what? Live music is live music. If I'm playing at the Rainbow to 5 people, or I'm playing in a stadium to 5,000 one day, it doesn't matter because each performance will impact somebody. So I feel like for Ottawa, we're very lucky. We still have a couple of good music places open, like the Rainbow and St. Bridget's Center for the Arts. There's quite a few places to play live, and that's where you really meet people and you connect. And the best power of that is when you're playing your original songs, you can see people moving to it and they're feeling the lyrics, and they come up to you after saying, you know, like these lyrics like help me, like I'm going through this, this, and this. And it's amazing to meet people who are also struggling that can relate to what I'm saying. And we really experienced that at our recent concert at Feral Femme Fest when we backed up the headliner, Olivia Hartley. And so many people came up to us after, and I didn't think anyone would really know us. And they're like, can I get your signature? Like, can we talk about how it impacted me? Some people had tears in their eyes, and I was just like, wow, like the power of rock, the power of music, like it can change everything.
Totally. It's like a therapy session.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just a nice sounding therapy session.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of hearing my own voice. How do songs usually come together for you guys?
Very intuitively. So I write all the music myself, like I said, on my acoustic. Usually it's written from a place of sadness or a place of anger, some of our songs, because they come out deeply. For Unsaid Politics, like I mentioned, it was written to spread awareness for what's happening in the world to different people suffering. But it was actually a really wild story. When I was writing the Unsaid Politics, I was like, I got to put all my emotions into it. So I was like talking to myself, and I was like, hey, Chris Cornell, if you're up there, I want to write something that's kind of similar to like Hunger Strike from Temple of the Dog. Can you work with me? And then the lyrics just kind of flowed. Within 5 minutes, the lyrics were all written and the chords just came together, showed it to the band, and that was our quickest song.
It's amazing.
Did you give him some credit on the song?
Yeah.
I did. I'm such a big Chris Cornell fan. I even went to Tom Morello last year at Blues Fest and brought a sign. I was like, can I sing Show Me How to Live With You? Didn't see it, but he
Yeah,
felt it.
fair. Yeah.
Let's circle back around to the Femme Fest. How excited were you guys when you got picked to be part of it?
Oh my God, we were so thrilled. Like such an honor. Like the presenter, Erin Maiden, who put everything together. She's phenomenal. She's such a role model for me as a rock musician. And she stands for like strength and women empowerment. So to be able to go to an event that reflects those things was really important. And also playing with a lineup of just amazing artists and amazing cool people that were all different. It was like truly such an honor. And it also helped us too. I think we reached a lot more people than we thought we'd originally reach. So it was just amazing time to reflect and amazing time of gratitude to be able to do that.
Yeah, she's all right. We like her here at the show.
She's the
She's
best.
honestly, she's a very good friend of this this podcast. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sends us DMs like separately, which
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah, she
How's dog doing? You know, I don't think she ever asks you how I'm doing.
doesn't care.
Yeah, see, it's not
Just
fair.
me. It's all about me.
Yeah. She's amazing though. You're right about the empowerment. She's and she's a very powerful force too, which is an amazing thing. So I love that.
Exactly. Yeah.
For you, do lyrics come naturally? Like obviously you asked Chris Cornell to help you write a song, but like what's the hardest part about lyrics for you?
I feel like there's not really, I'm very fortunate that like poetry and songwriting comes naturally. Math, science does not come naturally, but songwriting does. So I'm very, very lucky that I can just kind of put my head down and think, and then the lyrics kind of just come to me. And it usually reflects my emotions of what I'm feeling. And those emotions are usually like anger or like sadness because of everything happening. Um, it's easy to write when you're in a dark place, but I think the only time the challenges come is when you're in a positive place. It's kind of like, shit, like, what do I write about now? Like, so, if I'm surrounded by my family, my godson, and my partner, like, everything's good. Maybe it's not as easy to write a dark song, which is what I like to write, but we've been very lucky that just because of what happens in the world, like, I always have an opinion about it and I can use music to present that.
Nice.
Yep. How do you know when a track is finished?
That's a good question. I don't think a track is ever finished. Like, I think like as musicians, like we will make our final cut, like praise be and unsaid politics, like that's the way it sounds. But when we play it live, something's just different about it. And we add to it, or I'll add, more harmonies to it while I'm playing live because the audience is feeling it. So to us, like it's never done. Like we could always add on to it forever. But we obviously want people to hear our music, so we have to get it done. But yeah, to us, like we could just keep going. It can never stop. Just like art, like you could just keep painting and painting, adding more layers, and it just adds more.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
You could always paint a room. You can always paint a wall. So you can always recreate a song. That's a good point. What's been your most memorable live performance so far?
I would have to say the Feral Fest experience. It was just fucking amazing to be with other women in rock and other people supporting women in rock. And it was like it was a really cool experience for me. I like to talk a lot about how like I was bullied as a child and from grade 5 to grade 8, like it was really, really bad. And I had no friends and I just felt so alone. It was really hard to get through that trauma when I was younger. But then being on stage, I saw a couple of people that I had gone to school with, and I was just like, wow, like, you know what? If I had to go through all that hardship just to end up here, and these people are standing there watching, and they're like, no, with no offense, like no one's better than the other, but like just seeing the people that kind of hurt me, but here I am, like trying to heal people through music, I think was the biggest experience, and that's what Feral Fest gave for us. We had people of all different kinds joining us, like in the mosh pit. We had people with developmental disabilities, people with mental health issues, people with handicap, like with all different things, but we were all together for music. And seeing that the way Aaron brought everybody together, I was just like, man, like this is what I want every day of my life to look like.
And just think those bullies had to pay to get in.
Exactly. Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What separates a great crowd from a not so great crowd?
Definitely like people who are not afraid to rock out. I feel like, you go to some concerts and people are like afraid to stand. Like we had floor seats when we went to Triumph and April Wine. And I was the only one standing for Sign of the Gypsy Queen. And I was like, get up. Like, why are you guys sitting down? So I feel like an audience that feels the music and are not afraid to just rock out and be different. Like that's what really stands out to us as artists when we see people in the pit or on the floor, like watching us and stuff. So people who appreciate it, who are not afraid to headbang, like that really helps us too, like feed off their energy in a positive way to make it a better experience. So it's also like just amazing having people, like I said, that are not afraid to just rock out and be who they want to be.
Could have been the demographic at the April Wine that you wouldn't see
might
this
have been.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, there might have been a few older people there.
To say the least. That's funny. Have you had any total disaster moments on stage?
We had one disaster moment our first time playing together live on Elgin last April, not this past April, but the one before we were officially like Rising Flame. I wouldn't call it a disaster, but like we play a few songs, and then one of the big covers that we play, even though we do originals, we always cover Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. And it was right at the end, like right at that Jerry Cantrell solo, and the Strat that our guitarist changed over and played, like just stopped working, like something happened. So there was no guitar solo. So we were like, oh my God, like I didn't even realize, like I was so focused, like I was like paying attention to the bass. So I didn't even put it together. Then I got to the final end part, and then the guitarist like got another guitar while the whole song, we did not stop. Like we wanted to keep going. And he came right in the exact second that the guitar solo was just about to end. So that was kind of a scary moment because, like, people are expecting to feel the music, especially when it's an Alice in Chains song. So that was kind of worrisome, but handled it like a professional. And our guitarist just like killed it and extended the solo into something creative at the end. So it was a great experience to learn. So if things like that happen again, like we know how to combat it.
That's right. Learning experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lane can sing it on his own, so I'm sure you could do the same thing.
There you go. It's,
We love Lane.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
your interpretation of the song anyway, so they don't know.
That's right.
True.
We're going to take out that guitar solo. We don't care for it.
Have you ever watched some of those where they just like really just remove all the sound and just have the lead singer's voice?
Oh, I
And
see
hear-
Alice in Chains reels like that all the time. Yeah.
And Lane's voice is just like off the
Amazing.
chains.
Yeah.
Off the, you
Off
got
the
you
Alice
for
in
me. Of all the places you've played so far, what's your, do you have a favorite venue?
My favorite venue, like in terms of sound quality, will always be the Rainbow. Especially like growing up, my parents played there quite a few times. Tony D played there many times. So like people I really grew up loving played there. So it's a very big moment of like appreciation of gratitude when we get to play there. I think also we played Piranha Bar in Montreal, and that was just like such a cool experience. Totally different people, totally different concept, but it was just so wild to be playing in like Montreal. Like, how many times have I gone and seen other bands play in Montreal? We get to do it. So that was like a big moment of like, shit, we drew in a crowd. We know we can do this. If we play other places out of town, like we can draw people. This is amazing.
Yeah. Piranha Bar is an iconic bar in Montreal. Like that's one of the ones I hear about a lot. So that's pretty cool.
It's been
Yeah.
there since the 70s.
Yep.
I think it's been there a long time, actually. What kind of energy do you want your fans to leave with after the show?
I want them to leave feeling like they belong in the world. Like they know like whatever they're fighting through, whatever they're going through, I just want them to come for that hour or two that we perform and just forget all their worries. They leave knowing like there's a place for me in this world, whether it's listening to a Rising Flame song or being at a Rising Flame concert, like I'm needed in this world. We're all together in this. And whatever happens, like our music will always be with them. So just, want them to leave with like a sense of hope and belonging.
Nice.
Not a bad message to spread.
Where does this sort of jump in, but where does all this optimism and beautiful way of looking at things come from? Like your gratitude and your manifestation and your, the law of universe. Where does this come from?
It's just me. It comes from me, the connection to something higher. And it just comes from a lot of going through, like I mentioned, bullying. I went through a lot with like growing up with my family. Even though my parents were amazing musicians, they also had their own battles. And then I had my own battles through everything, especially after being bullied. I just genuinely felt like one of the things that bullies would tell me would be like, kill yourself and like these things. And so I was always like, oh, like I don't belong here. I'm so different from everybody else. But then later on, when I picked up the guitar and started writing and started getting into music, I was like, no, like I think there is something that for me to do on this planet. Like maybe there is something. So it comes from a long time of being struggling just to get by and to live another day versus now it's like the gratitude that I did go through that because now I can connect with other people who are currently going through that and give them some hope that there is light on the end of the tunnel.
Good for you.
Yep.
Sorry.
Absolutely good for you.
It's a great message and a
Yep.
great outlook. Good for you to come out of that the way you did.
Yep. And
Thank
spreading
you.
the message. I'm going to circle back because you mentioned Tony D, and you've also mentioned that you're a big blues fan. He has a band that he plays in as well. Are you a fan of them? You know what I'm speaking of, right? Monkey Junk.
Monkey Junk. Yeah, man, they used to play Ottawa constantly. So my
Yeah.
mom would take me, even when I was not of age, she would sneak me in. And it was just like, man, it's a surreal blues experience. Like Tony D. There's also another guitarist in Ottawa who played with Tony D. His name is Roland Fenton, I believe. Phenomenal blues guitarist. I think he's out east now, but he also played with Fenton, and it was just like unreal. Just like a real moment of like appreciation for being in Ottawa because there's so much like blues here that people don't even realize.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, like you said at the top too, though, like the genres are all getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and Ottawa is just expanding. We're finding like the music scene just growing every day. Like it seems like new great stuff's coming out in all different types of music, right? So it's cool.
Yeah, exactly. You have like the MVPs, like Feral Union, who's like the staple of Ottawa, but then you also get these newer, younger bands who are coming up and rising, like Fifth and Civilian, like these amazing bands that we get to play amongst, like in Ottawa, and it's an honor, man. Like we're really getting up there, like in terms of Ottawa as a music whole.
What about this idea where we spoke to, was it Dylan from Marble Ghosts?
Yes.
And he was like, the scene in Ottawa reminds him of the scene in Seattle before it blew up.
the vibe, dude. Literally. I feel the same way. There's another band, Hedonic, from Ottawa, who is very much inspired by Seattle grunge. So when I hear them, when I hear us, I'm like, man, this is like that pre-Seattle vibe before like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam all got signed by Susan. I think she was like dating Chris Cornell, and like she got everybody signed to the label. And that's the vibe it gives us. And like I think that's why we have so much hope that like we know what we're doing is going to help people. And if our heroes like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, like Seattle grunge can have the effect it does, then Ottawa can as well.
Yeah.
We keep saying it a lot. We just need somebody to break the glass ceiling, and just people realize that the talent level in Ottawa is compared to nobody. Like I compare it to anybody, any city in this country, or
Well, then you and I would become full-time podcasters too, right? Like the whole dream would be fulfilled.
Yes.
It's gonna be all
it's all circular.
no more other jobs, just 1 hour a week, just chilling.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
my God.
That's funny. What's harder than people realize about being in a band?
That's a really good question. I don't think there's anything that's too hard. Like if it is hard, like let's say finalizing bookings or like mastering your tracks, like those things to us are like a gift to even be able to do those things. So like we just take it like with gratitude. The only thing that's annoying, I would say, is like some people like it'll, instead of like answering the group chat right away, like guitarists can be guitarists and they'll take a while. Like that's the only annoying thing, is finding like a jam time each week, let's say. But like everything else in terms of like booking shows, like releasing music, ordering merch, speaking with like fans, speaking with promoters, like those things obviously can be complicated, but because we're so excited to do it, like it just makes it a really enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Until you can pay somebody to do it. It's better.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
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 You could pay somebody to do this for us.
Yeah. We have a manager too, so we're really lucky, like great manager, who's
Nice.
began working with us a couple months ago. So like there's not that much to worry about now either.
Good for you.
Excellent.
It's fantastic.
What's the biggest thing that you guys are focusing on right now?
Right now is getting more music out. That's a big thing for us. So we have 2 new releases coming out this summer, and they're more on the heavier side, so more on the heavier rock side, because the 2 we released are more bluesy. So the next one's coming out. We really want to hit. We want it to rock. So that's like our main goal. And then we are playing live again in 2 weeks. In a week and a half, we're playing May 22nd with Feral Union, Hedonic, and Naked Burn from Toronto at St. Bridget Center for the Arts. So we're playing live there, headlining. And then we're playing June at the Dom, July at Club Saw. So just lots of events coming up to be able to spread our music and spread our message. Yeah.
How important is social media and content creation today?
It's funny because like I always see these videos of people being like, imagine telling Kurt Cobain that he had to make TikToks to be relevant. And it's like, yeah, it would be annoying because like I feel very the same way. Like I'm an artist. I just want to create music and that's my art. But in the society we live in, we do have social media, which is a huge part of gaining followers and listens. And getting people to hear you. So it is a big, important part. I think though, you can always like make it into a fun experience. Like you don't have to be stressed about making the most perfect video. At least if you're making things that are trending or like exciting, your fans will appreciate it. So I think those things can also be an exciting part of it. It can also stress people out. But once you get the hang of it, you just got to keep doing it. It's part of, if you want to grow, it's part of how you grow and you adapt.
Yeah.
I feel personally that Kurt would not be a big fan
No.
of doing TikToks. I just think I don't know. It's just me.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. So he was a pure artist.
Yeah.
That's kind of
He didn't even want to be famous. He just wanted to play music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So think, music is circular, right? Like it comes, like something's popular for a while, then it kind of fades. It doesn't go away. It fades. Something else comes in. It fades. Something else. So do you think that rock and heavier rock music is on its way back up at this time?
Yeah, I think 100%. Because like you're even seeing people like, what's her name, Megan Thee Stallion, like she's hopping on rock tracks now, and you got MGK, which I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of MGK, but I do
Nobody
like
is.
his new song with Fred Durst.
Sure.
Exactly, he did do a new song though with Fred Durst, like going to the new metal vibe, and I'm like, you know what, this is amazing. Like rock music is like making a comeback. I think the world needs it in such an aggressive time with so much darkness and violence. Like you need aggressive to like listen to, otherwise like you can't be all love and light every second. Sometimes you just need to hear Chester Bennington scream in order to feel like heard, right? So I definitely feel like it's making a comeback. It just saddens me that we don't have the best, like we don't have those same people anymore, like Kurt Cobain or Chester Bennington or Chris Cornell. Like, it's sad we don't have them here, but you have a whole generation of artists influenced by them. So I think like it is going to make a comeback because we all want to be like them and influence the same way.
Good answer.
Yeah, we got a few coming up that are kind of, I feel, have taken the mantle or trying to. Like Youngblood is trying his best
Yeah.
to influence the rock scene, and he looks like he's doing a pretty fair job.
Absolutely. I was very iffy on Youngblood too. I was like, oh no, like is he just somebody like trying to copy like the rock vibe? But like no, he's got a connection with his audience. He gives everything. His voice is phenomenal. He's close with Ozzy. If he has Ozzy's like approval, then I think I approve as well.
Yeah,
For
there you
sure.
go. Yeah.
Fair. The Wizard of Oz gives you the okay.
Yeah.
All right, you just robbed a bank and you're getting in the car and you're about to drive away. What song's playing as you get away?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably say, um, that's a really good question. It would definitely be something Alice in Chains. Probably like no one no. It would be Outshined by Soundgarden. For sure. Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you got this time?
I'll go Alice in Chains, but I'll go California.
Hell yeah.
I won't go either, and I'll go back. And just because you said it earlier, I'll go with Sign of the Gypsy Queen.
Fuck yeah.
April Wine.
Wow.
Oh yeah, baby.
When that guitar solo comes in, it's just like out of body experience.
Yep.
Like amazing.
I'm not, to be honest, not to crush your vibe, but I consider them to be a tribute band now. Even though Miles Goodwin approved of the new singer, like he said, yes, you can continue on with my stuff. I just can't.
Yeah.
You're a purist.
I can't.
You're a purist. It's like still listen to Alice in Chains even without Lane because they still have good stuff. Like
You
that
do.
song, like if I play that song for you right now, California, like it would blow your mind, dude.
Honestly, like that whole new album, I think it's like The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here, that William Duval, is it William Duval? Yeah. The new lead singer for Alice in Chains did. Like I was so shocked. Like his voice was amazing. We saw them at Blues Fest, like I think it was like 15 years ago, and I was just like, holy shit, man, like this guy is unreal. I do find though for April Wine, I get the purist thing because I was a really big fan of Jerry Mercer on drums. So not seeing him play, yeah, he was amazing.
Well, I'll tell you something. I met him.
No way.
Yeah, and had a 45-minute conversation with the man. He's the sweetest man you're ever going to meet, and very humble. And like you said, it was otherworldly when he started talking about 21st Century Schizoid Man, which is a King Crimson cover that they did.
Okay.
And he was telling about how the radio hated it because it was too long for radio content at the time. And I'm just sitting there going, Jerry Mercer's talking about one of my favorite April Wine covers. And I'm sitting here, I'm just like, I was all, oh my God, I fanboyed hard that day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Got an album signed by him. Got my picture. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Nice to meet you, Jerry. Yeah,
Oh my God.
So I want to go back. I have to retract. It wasn't California, the song I was thinking about. They say it a lot, but it's
California.
yeah, but it's check my brain. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I figured that's what you meant. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for not calling me out on it. I called myself out on that one.
And I had no idea.
We asked our producer over there to check it.
Yeah.
It's a skateboard with the two of us on it. But sorry about that. Go on. Want to do rapid fire for a wee bit? We have time?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah. We're still well in time.
Rapid fire it is.
Well, it's up to you.
You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
We'll go 1-1-1-1-1-1.
Sure.
Favorite band of all time?
Alice in Chains.
Dream festival to play.
Sick New World.
Nice. Favorite pre-show drink or meal?
Favorite pre-show drink or meal would definitely be probably just like a Monster Energy drink. Yeah.
Most underrated band right now.
Most underrated band right now. There is an amazing artist called Red Leather. Amazing artist. He's like producing himself, marketing himself, doing everything himself. Phenomenal. I would say Red Leather for sure.
That's cool. Nice new music for us, dog.
Yep.
I like this question. Vinyl, CD, or streaming?
CD.
Oh, nice.
For sure.
Best concert you've ever seen?
Best concert I ever saw it would be a tie, either Santana, because like I would have loved to seen him at Woodstock originally, but we saw him twice and every time we've seen him, he's amazing. Or also Paul McCartney, phenomenal presenter, like the way he talks to the audience. He did like 4 encores when we saw him, like just amazing.
We have an old soul.
We do.
You know,
Really
I wasn't expecting those two names at all.
One artist you'd love to collaborate with?
Definitely Eddie Vedder.
Nice.
Eddie. Favorite city to play in?
Favorite city to play in has been honestly Ottawa. Ottawa's the best. Like Like we said about everything, Ottawa.
Nice. Song you wish you wrote.
Song I wish I wrote would be "Since I've Been Loving You" by Led Zeppelin.
Nice. Early morning or late night creative sessions.
Late night, early mornings are no, not happening.
Rock and roll lifestyle, baby.
Yeah. One word to describe Rising Flame.
One word to describe Rising Flame would be, I would like to say melodic, because we are a melodic band. Everything has a melodic tendency, but it also is meant to follow the melody of life and the ups and downs of life. So melodic, reflecting that as well.
Very good.
Most overplayed song ever.
Most overplayed song ever would be, that's a really good question. Honestly, like, not to be rude, I'm not a huge Blink 182 fan. So some of their songs I'm like, oh, this is overrated. But Travis
She's
Barker
like-
is a great drummer.
She's like right up my alley. Like,
Yeah.
because I don't like Blink 182 either.
I'm sorry.
All
Yeah.
the
Don't be
small-
sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
All the small things.
You like that one?
That's one of their songs, isn't it? I
Yeah.
don't really know them that well. So
Well, it just they started out like super awesome punk, and then completely went
radio friendly.
commercial.
Radio
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah.
They sold out.
Yeah,
Sold out.
exactly.
If Rising Flame had a wrestling entrance song, what would it be?
It would be Blind by Korn for sure.
Yeah. You got one?
Dun-dun.
You got one? You got one for you?
That's a
big fella?
fucking amazing song. I'll go "Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson.
There you go.
Fuck
I'll take-
yeah.
I'll go heavy this time and go with Walk, Pantera.
Nice. All three are solid.
Respect.
Favorite guilty pleasure song?
Favorite guilty pleasure song would have to be anything Britney Spears. Anything Britney Spears. For sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be something to cover.
Yeah, we were talking about that actually, like an acoustic cover or rock cover of like Circus or something. Like, yeah, definitely we're thinking about it.
I was thinking more of a rock cover.
It's Britney,
Yeah.
bitch.
It's Britney, bitch.
Yeah.
I liked Britney back then. Is it me or you?
It's you.
One last one. What's one thing fans would be shocked to know about you?
One thing the fans would be shocked to know about us is that, not to be like emotional or like turn the table, but I'm actually diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And everybody in our band like struggles with some type of mental health issue. So a lot of people will talk about the positivity of our band, but that comes from a place of struggling with severe highs and severe lows for a long time. I'm medicated now, and therapy, like, it doesn't really impact me anymore, but it did for a long time. So I think they would be shocked to know, like, we all are all really struggling deep down, just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm. It's true. We all got something going on.
Everybody's got something.
Yep.
My mom's bipolar.
Is she? Your mom's lovely.
Yeah. See, she similar to Moondog here. You know, everybody's got something, but I love your outlook. The positive gratitude vibe that you
Yeah.
have is doing wonders for us and wonders for
Yeah,
everybody else that comes to
always.
see you. So
I have to ask. Moondog, explain.
Moondog? Yeah. Okay, so it actually comes back to this movie that came out with Matthew McConaughey. It's called The Beach Bum. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but basically he's just like this person who like has no concept of how the real world works. Like, everything is spiritual, everything is just not what is designed for now. And I was just like, whoa, I really relate to that person. And then my mom just started kind of saying it as a joke. And then it turned into Moondog. And like, I'm a big fan of like the moon and astronomy. So it all went together, which is another reason why we named our studio that's opening on May 23rd to the Moon Studios, because everything kind of comes
Yes.
back to the moon.
very cool. Yeah. I saw that movie. It was hilarious. And Snoop Dogg's really good in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. And he also drives a McLaren, which is my dream car. So I was like, oh, this is relatable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's hilarious. So with the projects coming up, like, tell us a little bit about the full, like, the plan. I know you're releasing a couple tracks. Are you going to do an EP, LP? Is there going to be singles and then put it all together? What are you going to do?
Yeah, so we're releasing one more single to be ready for and released for June. And then July is EP time. So there'll be 2 extra songs on the EP, and then remastering the 2 current songs that we have released. So that is our plan. For the new songs that we have coming out, we did try to bring in more of a, like I said, a little more new metal vibe to it, just to be heavier. Because I like to scream and stuff. So Linkin Park was one of our influences for one of our new songs. And then the other song we're releasing is more stadium rock. All the lyrics, everything that we're writing, like all the lyrics are just a reflect of like calling out what's happening in the world and how people feel, to make you feel like you're not crazy if you don't agree with the way everything's going right now.
Good way to go.
It's true.
It is true. What else we got?
I got more.
No, that's it.
I've got more.
Okay, go ahead.
As a young musician, what advice would you give younger musicians that are just starting out?
I would say don't give up. Like, don't tell people that you can't make it. Like, you can do anything if you feel called to do it and you have the passion and purpose to go behind it. And don't listen to anybody who tells you that you can't. If you are passionate about something, keep practicing. If you want to be really big or you want to get to a lot of listeners, I think like it's just practice and practice and practice. Just like the gym. Like, you don't go into the gym with a six pack. Like, you go into the gym to work your ass off to get there. And I feel like that's the way music is. Like, you have to keep going. You need to keep pushing. You need to keep writing, and never stop, for sure.
Yeah. It's a good answer too.
Yep. It's like she prepared.
He's like, yeah, she's like, she's prepared.
She's very
She's
prepared.
moondogging it. She's like
Mhm.
astronomizing us right now.
Astronomizing? Really? She didn't ask us when we were born or nothing.
Wait, what are your zodiac signs?
Now, what is your zodiac sign, Gus?
I'm a Libra, and it's
Libra?
obvious, and it's very obvious.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer.
Cancers, emotions, literally. That's
See,
awesome.
Actually,
see, two
I'm
dogs.
actually on the cusp. I'm on the cusp between Cancer and Leo.
Oh shit.
Oh, you
That's
say
pretty
that
cool.
like you said that like so arrogantly.
I know, right? Because I'm on the
I'm
cusp.
kind of on the cusp.
I-
but,
That's
like,
illegal.
or what's that? Ron Burgundy. I'm kind of a big deal.
yeah, I have many leather-bound books. My house smells of mahogany. It's not a favorite movie.
Favorite movie ever would definitely be Goodfellas. What about you guys?
Off the top of my head, the Warriors.
Come out and play.
Come out and play. Yay.
Good Offspring song too.
Yeah.
I mean, Goodfellas is definitely one where you if it's on, your converter goes to the table and doesn't come back up.
Very true.
Exactly.
I would say I've seen The Departed a lot.
Oh.
I love The Departed. The
Yeah.
Departed.
Padded.
But you'll be, because of my balance and I like drama, but I also like comedy. I'm gonna say Wedding Crashers.
Oh, such a good movie.
Yeah.
Anything
I've seen
Owen
that.
Wilson. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Wow.
He's
Although Vince Vaughn is more the
yeah,
speed.
Owen Wilson's the same in every movie he does.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He's great. He's good in this show Stick. So he plays like an old golf pro.
Yes, I've seen clips from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I
good
don't
at
watch
that.
it.
Oh,
It's different. He's different. He's different than that one.
Yeah. What else we got?
I
So
think
again,
too, like, yeah.
you've got your shows coming up at the Dom, and you said Club Saw.
Yeah, going into the summer. Our next one though is at St. Bridget's Well. Not actually in the bar. They have a separate concert area.
Okay.
So that's going to be there May 22nd. That's the one with Feral Union, Hedonic, and Naked Merc.
I think I have to be there, or Erin's going to hurt me.
Yes, you better come.
She can.
I said she can as she could.
She could. She's
She's a
strong.
force. She's a force, man.
Yes, that's my girl right there. You don't talk bad about her.
Our queen.
Ever.
She texts me to ask about you. She obviously cares about you. It doesn't give a shit about me. It's fine.
Because you're all put together.
Because she knows I'm balanced. Speaking of balance, how do you balance your music, which is your love and your lifeline, with your everyday life and work that goes on behind that?
Yeah, I think like I'm very lucky in terms of support and supportive people. Like whether it's like I adopted my godson, so he's with me full time. Which people were first like how are you gonna do music and take care of a child? And I was like, well, actually, like he loves music, so he can come to all my practices. Like everything kind of flows. My partner as well is very much infused with the band, and we're opening the music studio together. So it's like there's already that support there. And then my mom being a musician, it's just constant support. There was never like, oh, you want to do music? That's stupid. It was always like, you want to do music? Yeah, you can do it. Keep going all the way. So I've been very lucky in terms of balance because so many people around us support our idea. And I think like if I'm not at the studio and I'm not writing music and recording, I'm usually at the gym. And I think that also helps me balance because it also keeps my mind and my body healthy so that I can do music. So everything I do, like my full-time job as well, like during the week is working at the gym. So like everything I do is kind of related to my passions because before when I was working like different jobs or like full-time jobs, like I had my own business for a while, like those things were just draining me every second that I couldn't do anything else. So when I decided to do music, I made the initiative that, okay, everything around me is going to support my dream for music or it's not for me. And so like the gym, the people I work with, like everything is just so positive. And if you meet people who like to work out hardcore, odds are they like to listen to heavy music. So then I can talk about music with them and it all kind of circles.
Yeah.
So where the studio opens when?
Studio opens May 23rd, Saturday, May 23rd, and it's located at 195 Bank Street, Unit 2. So there's like the Tim Hortons and the Thompson's Jewelers on Bank, and we're located right upstairs.
Great. I think I saw a few posts. You guys were posting it on Facebook and stuff. I saw the post for that
Yeah.
because I remember it's on. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, oh,
Share it.
yeah. Oh yeah, I will. I'll do that immediately.
Did you hear about her about about working out and how it's more of a mental?
Yes. Yeah. Go away.
Did you catch that part?
Go
Just
away.
because. Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a question and it's right there. Oh, we were thinking of doing an idea. So I wanted to ask you something. If there was an unplugged MTV, do you remember those when
Yeah.
Soundgarden did one, Alice in Chains,
Alice in
obviously
Chains, yeah.
Nirvana is a very famous one, Foo Fighters, Jay-Z, Linkin Park, all of them have done them.
Mhm.
If you were to be approached by, say, two fellows that are going to consider thinking of doing something similar to this with a tiny desk kind of spin, would you be interested in something like that?
100%. We would love that. Anything that like we can help support that's either like local or support in terms of creation and art, like we are 100% there. Especially if it's like, let's say it's Tiny Desk, that means it's gonna be a little different in terms of song. Like that's a cool challenge for us to do. So definitely stuff that we're very interested in.
Do you know somebody like that?
Well, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason I ask is Dog and I have started discussing this idea. Like we were like, what are we gonna it would be similar to the Tiny Desk feel, but it would also be audience based too, because so there'd be like an unplugged and MTV Unplugged feel too. So it'd be like we'd be at a venue and there'd be audience, and then we'd ask you questions, and then we'd ask the audience to ask you questions, and then you play a couple tunes. And the good thing about it too is because it's YouTube, you can't really use other people's art unless they're there and they're, you know what I mean? So you would be available. It would be all over the place. I'm pretty excited. My marketing brain is like going wild about it. So,
Bro, we would be so down to partake in that. So let us know anytime.
oh yeah. Well, there's a lineup, but you're going to be one of them for sure. 80s decade of music. I know the answer, but decade of music, actually, I don't know. 80s or 90s?
Definitely not 80s. With no disrespect, some of the 80s music I can't do. I love the Wedding Singer, but some of the music in the Wedding Singer, I'm like, it just gets to my brain. So I would say 90s, if not 70s, for sure.
Yeah, there's a reason why we don't put the 70s in there.
Or the 60s.
Yeah, because they would just blow it all away.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we're
80s and 90s, right? So that's why we've asked everybody for how many episodes now, Doc?
Oh man, it's been since we started. I think the very first one we had with Mark, we asked him.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I think we just started out
because
you're going to take credit for this one?
No, not at all. I don't remember,
No,
so I won't take credit for
that. Listen, it was a really honor to speak with you. You're a wonderful young person that's going to be you're just super talented and have a great outlook. I think everything's going to go your way.
Thank you. It's awesome to be like here with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know if I saw you guys at the last performance.
I wasn't there.
At Fan Fest. No, but I saw Doug and the cool beard, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, he's like an even cooler version of ZZ Top. I like
Right.
this guy. I gotta talk to him. Yeah.
I was there for both days, and you guys crushed it. Everybody who played was amazing.
Yeah,
like it was
they're
just,
all
it was
amazing.
so cool.
Yeah, you came in pretty high up.
Oh man, that was like, it was crazy though. It was just like every band complimented the band before them, and it was just like the 2 days of music was just, Erin knocked it out of the park with everybody that she chose to come and play.
Yeah, I have challenges getting out to these shows because I have young twins. So I have so it's a gong show in my house all the time. But they love music too. So whether it's the music I like, it's a different discussion.
Yeah,
but they're at
yeah.
the moment they're enjoying it. So that's all that matters.
Oh, that's so nice. Twins. That's so cute. Congratulations.
Thank you. They're awesome. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, they're gonna be in school in September. It's a big deal.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. It's fast, man.
that's cute.
But thank you again. That was wonderful, and we'll see. This will be out next week, so you'll be able to share it and show it to people, and I'll edit it all up, and it'll be great.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll just hang out for a sec.
Yay.
Doug and Gus, Doug and Gus, Doug and Gus.